If you could just sum up the season and what this season was like at this point in your career with this group of guys and getting to the final three teams standing for the Calder Cup this year.
It was fun, yeah. It was a great group. We had a lot of success during the year and got to carry it into playoffs. And when you're in a winning team and team that enjoys each other off the ice, it's just so much fun to be a part of. So, yeah, it was a joy being here.
The achievements that you got to accomplish, the Spengler Cup, the All-Star Game, the Yannick Dupree Award, what does all that mean to you in the grand scheme of things with some of the other things that you've accomplished in your career?
Yeah, they were really cool. The Yannick Dupree Award, that's definitely going to be up there with career highlights, and it's just not for myself, it's for the organization, people that put in all the work, so that help us get in the community and get involved, and the players that help do it too. So that one's more on the aspect of everyone that goes into it, and then there's some other cool things too, and it was just a really fun year.
I know it's still fresh, so I'm going to put you a little bit on the spot, but do you have a favorite memory from the season, and do you have on the ice, first of all, and then maybe a favorite memory of this group off the ice that you're going to take with you?
I think on the ice, probably getting past Milwaukee there, where it'd been 2 tough long summers where we weren't able to get out of the division, and so that was huge. That was a lot of fun. Off the ice is just, I'd say, more little things than one specific moment, just the games that the guys play, and the banter that is seen throughout the year, and every time we're together, every meal, every bus ride, it just goes and goes. So I think that's what I'll remember the most about this team.
Obviously a growing family. You guys have a lot to catch up on. It's a long season, a lot of travel. How much of the summer is going to be dedicated to the kiddos and your wife and just spending time together? And then do you have any fun plans other than that?
Yeah, that's a nice part, I guess, of the silver lining of coming out of the season is you get to go be a dad. So it's going to be a lot of fun with the kids. I think we'll be up in Minnesota and maybe a trip up to Canada. So just see some family and try to be together.
And then my last one, I would never put you right on the spot, but I know you love playing here. You love these fans. Regardless of how it all works out from here on out with your career and what's next, but how much does it mean to play in front of these fans and be a part of the Stars?
Yeah, it's been great. So we love it here. It's been home for our family. So Texas has been so good to us. So it's the best.
If you could sum up what this season was like to coach and how far you guys went in the postseason, how special this group was.
Yeah, like I told you after Game 6, I'm very proud of our group. Played to the final buzzer. I think our bodies gave out a little bit there in the third period, unfortunately, but the mental strength and toughness that this group showed all season long, I'm sure here after some time to digest and hopefully decompress over the next couple days, we'll recognize the good that we did, but I can say firsthand as the head coach of the group, I'm proud of the staff, I'm proud of the players, and I think there'll be some real positives to take away here when we can take a step back.
Yeah, so much work goes into it behind the scenes from a coaching staff standpoint, the players that fans don't see until they step onto the ice for games. And to go through all that together, how much did that bring this team closer, especially as evident in the road success this year, how good this team was away from home?
Yeah, and you know what, it was something we addressed right from the start of the year as we looked as a staff in the offseason, the teams that have had the most success in the postseason, what are some common factors that they all possess? And road success in the regular season is one. There's a natural regression that occurs in the postseason. So we knew one of our big goals was to have that road success, and we did. We were a good road team all year long. As predicted, there's a natural regression in some areas in the postseason, but frankly not till that third round. So, our guys bought in. You really can't. There's always a plan. But when you get the buy-in from the players and it's by committee, that's when the results really take over.
We always talk about the two main goals down here are to develop and to win. You guys have done both consistently. You had Maverick Bourque and Oscar Beck make Dallas this year. Several guys went up to Dallas, Matej Blumel, Justin Ritzkovian, Artu Huru, a couple of your defensemen, Liam Bischel. What can you say about that this year and how that's a huge success for this team? those 2 goals?
Well, it's important. I think it's important to our organization. That's always been the goal, is to help developing through a winning environment. It's important to our players. We ask a lot from them. They put in a lot of work, and to see their hard efforts and sacrifice, be rewarded with opportunity. That's what it's all about. And I think that's a culture that's been instilled. It starts with our veterans. It starts with our captains. And frankly, it's something that we want to continue.
4 Rookie of the Years in this team's history. You've coached 3 of them now, back-to-back years, with Ritzkovian winning this year. Matej Blumel set a franchise record, winning the goal-scoring title. Curtis McKenzie won the Community Service Award, which is a huge honor, I know as well. For you, what is that like to see those players get recognized, and what that means?
Well, I'm happy that their efforts were recognized by the league. I think when you look at back-to-back Rookie of the Year, Stank was obviously a second-rounder draft pick. Ritzkovian was undrafted. And, to see guys in different shapes, different ways coming up in here and having success, I think it speaks to the culture of our group, the style of play. We want players to want to come play here. Part of our goal is to help them, reach their dreams and their ambitions of playing in the NHL. And, guys buy in, they put in the work, they have that opportunity.
Fun one for you, and I asked all the guys the same question. If you could pinpoint a favorite memory from this year on the ice and maybe a favorite memory off the ice, can you find one with this group?
Yeah, you know what? I think, obviously the emotions that are attached to playoffs, and it's also a recency effect.
Yeah.
So many special things in, the 3 rounds here. Just watching the guys gel, you see your team evolve and grow all year long. And then to see that continual growth in the playoffs is ultimately, why we're here. When you get to that stage, you're trying to win a Calder Cup, and a lot of those memories on ice would be in that fashion. We had it was a 5-game road trip, 14 days, where we won all 5 down the final stretches. That was another moment for me where we really established that road identity. So those are special moments. Winning the round 1 in overtime at home in front of our crowd was big. A Game 5, deciding Game 5 against Milwaukee in the second round was big. So those all add up. I think off ice, there's so many special things. It was a close group, between the players and even staff. We made sure we enjoyed ourselves, and I think that's important. And even solving some problems on the fly. There was a huge stretch between Game 1 and 2 in the playoffs this year against Grand Rapids, and we took a couple days and went to Traverse City. We practiced, we prepared there. We had our own little mini camp in Traverse. But seeing the guys, go golf or go fish in those off days, and we had a really good balance. And I think that balance is so critical. With you have to want to put in the work, and when you love showing up every day and you have a true care for each other, the work's part of that love. And I think our guys worked as hard as any team, that I've personally seen. But when you're enjoying it and you have fun at the rink every day and fun away from the rink every day, that work is second nature, and it's not something you think about. It just happens.
Last one. I know the work never really stops, but now you guys have gotten to the off season. With such a crazy travel schedule, how much hard work you guys put in. How important is it now to take a little bit of time, spend that time with your family that supports you the whole way through the year?
Yeah, all of our families sacrifice so much. I'm very fortunate, a great support system. My wife and our 2 sons, they were rooting for us. They want us to still be playing right now as badly as we do. So we'll decompress. We obviously exits today, are a priority, and then we'll make sure we enjoy some family time here throughout the week.
First year as a pro officially. Now you got a taste last year, first full year. What do you make of the year you had personally and as a team?
Yeah, it was a great experience. I had a lot of fun on and off the ice with this group, and just waking up and hockey's your job. It's just a blessing. It's just everything I've ever wanted as an individual, and just to be living this life, super grateful for it, and obviously a great organization to be a part of.
You won the AHL's Rookie of the Year, one of 4 that have ever done that for Texas. Teammates with one of them and Curtis McKenzie, and then made your NHL debut this year. Personally, could you have scripted it any better? I mean, is this about as good of a year as you could have hoped for?
Yeah, it was unreal to just live a bunch of different things in one year. Felt like, a lot of good things coming my way, and super grateful for that, and surrounded by a lot of great people, from the coaching staff to my teammates, and everyone who's helped me. So, like I said, it was unreal to just experience it all in one year.
I got to ask you, it's probably tough to choose just one. Do you have a favorite memory from this year on the ice? It might be easier to pick a favorite memory off the ice, but there's probably a lot of those too.
Yeah, I think had so many good moments as a group. Like, I think even just the playoffs are probably the freshest thing in the memories. Just winning those series and closing teams out. I think just coming together as a group and playing in those type of games were so much fun, and you really find out about what kind of team you have. And I thought we just showed up in those moments and we had each other's back.
My last one, I know you guys, a lot of you on the team, battled through some things in a deep playoff run that you probably want to rest and recover a little bit before next year. What does your summer look like getting ready for a legitimate shot in training camp to maybe make Dallas next year? And also, do you have any fun plans off the ice where you can get away from the rink a little bit?
Yeah, I think probably take a week at least to shut the brain off and give yourself a little grace and take a little break. But try and get back at things slowly but surely, start building up as the summer gets along, and just so you're in a good spot mentally and physically for training camp in September. And in terms of just away from the rink, try and just lay low. I'm a pretty simple guy. I don't like doing too much other than when I got my business to take care of. So just hang out with friends and family, and just probably a quiet summer other than that.
If you could just sum up the season that you guys just had and to get all the way to the conference finals, what it was like to be a part of it all?
It was great. I think this was the best group of guys I've had here in the last 3 years, obviously, and we made it the furthest. So it was a fun year. I think we were playing really good hockey the whole year. Obviously, there would be ups and downs every year, but we were playing really good hockey. It was fun. Like I said, really good group of guys, but just a little bit of a disappointment at the end because we were so close.
You personally set a franchise record for the most goals in a single season, something that had been held for 13 years. What was that like to have the breakout year that you had personally? And obviously, now you have a lot to look forward to going into next year.
It's really, really, it's an honor, honor to sit out here. I, never really focused on anything like this. I just wanted to go out there and have fun, play hockey, and it's special to hold it for sure. But I wouldn't do it without my teammates. You guys been feeding me a puck the whole year, and I'm just glad. And it's kind of my job to put it in the back of the net. So I'm just glad it was going in for me this year, and like I said, it's been a fun year.
Favorite memory on the ice, if you can pick one, and then maybe favorite memory off the ice with this group, because you guys were very close.
On the ice. I think the cool thing was the first round of playoffs. I think against GR, like we were down. I think it was maybe 4-0 or 4-1 or something, and then we came back, won in OT. Like it was really cool. The ring, I was buzzing. The fans were awesome. So that was probably the coolest thing. And off the ice, our trip to Vegas was fun. It was a long one, and at the end of the road trip, we went to Vegas for a few days. So it was fun. Kind of brought us all together.
Last one is, what does the summer look like for you now? It's a shorter summer because you guys made it so far. Other than getting ready for next season and resting your body, do you have any fun plans?
I'm gonna go to vacation. Probably when I get home, go to one of the southern countries back in Europe, and which is always fun. But then gonna rest for sure because it's been a very long year, and then after I'll just go back to work and trying to get better again.
The season you guys had this year to get all the way to the conference finals, I mean, what was it like to be a part of?
That was a really special group this year. I think I got lucky my first 3 years now. Really nice group the 3 years I'm here, but this year we had a really good mix of young guys and old guys, and guys that experience in playoff, and I think we mixed that really well together. And obviously we came out short, but I think we had a really good season, and we should all be proud of that.
You personally, it was the last year of your rookie contract, and really from New Year's on to the end of the season, you had the best numbers in the league. You won the Goalie of the Month award in March. How good did you feel about your game as the season went along and going into the playoffs where you had a big impact?
Yeah, obviously the beginning of the year was not what I wanted. I didn't play great, and that was on me. I had to figure out some stuff, and I did after Christmas. And like you said, after that was great. Need that actually at the end of my contract, so I probably need to have a good season to have something good. So that was really good for me. Obviously, the boys helped me a lot, and the playoff was just an incredible run. I think I played really good in the playoff. Two bad games, but it's gonna happen. It's always gonna happen. Bad games are always gonna happen, but just how you come back from those.
What was it like working with Ryan Daniels the last 3 years, your goalie coach, but also Magnus Hellberg, a veteran of this league, and you guys both had success this year at different times throughout the season too?
Yeah, exactly. RD been like I said, 3 years I'm with him. He's like a friend. You know how to be hard with me, how to get me in the good spot. Super great goalie coach, and with Ellie, I mean, he's an incredible guy, big Swedish guy. He's talking a lot, talking loud, but he's incredible. He's a really good personality, and I think with the other goalie partners I had, we split the work most of the time, and it's going pretty good. Ellie was playing I think in playoff was the definition of her year. When I was playing maybe less good, he was playing really good, and when Ellie was struggling a little bit, I was playing good. So we just complete ourselves really good, and another year of really good relationship with RD and my other partner.
Do you have a favorite memory from the season on the ice and maybe one off the ice with how close this team was this year?
Yeah, definitely Milwaukee. Beating Milwaukee, I think that was huge for us. We struggled against those guys the last couple of years, and pretty good rivalry we have with those guys. So that was really big to win against those guys. And off the ice, I mean, we were such a good road team, and I think that the fact that we all come with each other on the road, I think that was big too. We had some good golf days and stuff, so I think all the memories around the group, the whole team was really nice.
Last one is the summer now. It's a shorter summer because you guys played so late into the playoffs. What do you hope to accomplish this summer? Do you have any fun plans at all?
Obviously play golf every year. I'm kind of used with short summer. My first year, I came back home June 20th to go to Def Camp. Last year with Black Casing, I came back home mid-June, so I'm used to those. Just couple weeks of break, get off the ice a little bit, rest the knees and the hips, and come back on the ice at some point and try to get ready for next training camp. Hopefully a better training camp than last year. I think last year I had not that good of a training camp, so hopefully came back a little better than last year and start the year strong.
Just sum up the season. What a year to get as far as you guys did, one of the final 3 teams. What this season meant to you?
Yeah, wow, what a season we had. It's been a long grind, but me and my family, we were really excited when I signed here, and looking back now at when the season is over, I loved being here. Great teammates, great coaching staff, great city. I'm going to look back at this season with a smile on my face. I think we had a really special group this year, and a lot of skilled hockey players. I've been playing for a long time. I'm getting up there in age, but I would say this is one of the most special teams I ever been a part of.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm really disappointed that we didn't go all the way. But the margins is so small in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I think we never quit. We always fought back, and we always believed in ourselves as a team. So no, it's been a roller coaster for sure this year, with a lot of ups and downs. But obviously, more ups than downs. Yeah. And for myself, I'm happy with what I contributed to the team. I think I'm happy with my performance as well. So. No, it's been a really fun year for sure.
You won 24 games in the regular season at 34 years old. Third time in your career you won 20 or more. And then you had a young guy like Remy Poirier you shared the net with, who when you got hurt in February had a really strong finish, and you both contributed in the playoffs. Talk about that friendship with Remy and what it was like for you both to have success throughout the year in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, obviously as a goalie you want to play as much as you can, but AHL is the development league, and coming in and meeting Remy for the first time, seeing the kind of energy he has as a guy, unbelievable guy. and obviously a really, really good goalie as well. So for me, it's been so much fun being part and working alongside him the whole year. I think we had a great relationship. We pushed each other to be better every day. And you didn't see us as competitiveness. Like, you just wanted the team to win. Doesn't matter who was in net.
What was your favorite memory from the season? I'm going to put you on the spot. Favorite memory on the ice, and then give me like a favorite memory of this group off the ice with how close this group was.
Wow, there's so many memories. You put me on the spot there. I think obviously the big wins we had in the playoffs, the overtime wins, great feelings. We had a couple good gatherings off the ice as well. We played some paintball and stuff. That was a lot of fun. Went out fishing in the first round in Traverse City when we played Grand Rapids. I think as I love fishing, so that was a great moment with the team, catching all the trout and then bringing it back to the restaurant and cook it up with the team. That was a special one for sure. No, it's been a lot of good memories this season for sure.
Last one is, what does the summer look like for you now back in Sweden? I would imagine, but it's a shorter summer, and you obviously can still play the game at a high level. So, what does the summer look like? Do you have any fun plans with the family?
Obviously, get my body in shape for next season. Obviously, hang out with my daughter and my fiance, and me and my dog is still here, so we're missing them. We did a lot of renovations on our house back home. I got a brand new sauna waiting for me back home, so I'm really excited to try that one out. But no, just spend time with friends and family. We have a summer house as well. Go out fishing, hunting. Just spend time with family that you haven't seen in a long time. But yeah, just get back to the gym and get ready for another season.
All right, Weedy, great season all around for you and for this team. What was it like to be a part of it all and to go so deep in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. Didn't go the way we wanted to at the end, but I thought it was a great season for this squad, and it was a lot of fun to be a part of and something I'll remember forever. So it was a good team.
Second year as a pro for you, and the first year you started off with that injury, so it took a little time to get adjusted. It seems like you took some big steps in year two. What did you like about your development and now going into your third season, kind of riding some of that momentum?
Yeah, it was tough coming in and getting injured that first year, but yeah, just continue to get better every day and continue to get better as a pro. So trying to do that more and more, and big summer, and then come back for year three next year. So
all I hear about this team is how close you guys were, how much fun you had. Can you pick a memory maybe? I know it's hard to pick one, but favorite memory on the ice, favorite memory off the ice from this group?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, this team. There's a lot of good memories. I think on the ice it's got to be the Game 5 winner, Curtis. Going down the whole ice celebrating was hilarious. Off the ice, there's honestly too many to pick from. All the dinners on the road and all the times we had together, it was a lot of fun. So it's hard to just pick one of them. It's
a short summer, which is a good thing because you went so far in the playoffs. But other than resting, recovering, obviously getting your body ready and then getting ready for next season, do you have any fun plans up in Calgary or anywhere? Do you have any trips planned or anything like that?
Not any trips yet. I mean, I was just talking about it's hard to, you're only thinking about today.
Yeah.
Like 2 days ago, you're only thinking about the day, and then now it's kind of the next 3 months. But I'm sure I'll get up to something fun and, a lot of golf and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. But like you said, it's a short summer, so.
It's a little bit unique for you, I guess, but can you sum up the season that you had as a player and as this team going deep into the playoffs and what you guys accomplished this year?
Yeah, I mean, a lot happened this season. I thought at the start of the season, I thought, we had a hell of a crew. I think got off to a little bit of a slow start. We weren't kind of hitting our goals that we wanted to, but as the year went on, we just got better and better and improved. And I think by the end of the year, we kind of fell up short there in the playoffs. But I mean, I don't know. We worked hard. It was a lot happened this year. It was one of the most fun groups I played with down here in Austin, and that kind of helped me propel my game and get the chance of being back up in Dallas as well. And that was fun as well. I don't know. It was an exciting year in that part, but also kind of bittersweet, just not kind of getting that Stanley Cup or Calder Cup. So.
2 years in a row that you were called up to Dallas for the Stanley Cup playoffs. which is, I guess, rare maybe to get that opportunity at this point in your career, and you made the most of it, and obviously did a great job up there. What's going to stick out for you with that run, and then coming back here, as we talked about, it was very important for you to come back and help this team chase a Calder Cup too.
I mean, you know, your life or your dream growing up is to win a Stanley Cup, and it's always been my dream. And you know, just being back up in Dallas this year, having that experience from last year helped a ton. And you know, I really took advantage of it, and thought I played really well up there and did everything they asked. And you know, and then you know, kind of when that playoff ended, my first thought was, you know, I want to go down and help the boys in Texas. And you know, I was with them all year, and you know, we battled a lot throughout the year, bus rides, flights, everything, travel, and you know, you kind of build that camaraderie and that brotherhood, and you know, and a lot of guys down here helped me, you know, improve my game as well. So I just thought, you know, I'd come down and help them out, and yeah, just too bad that we didn't make it to the finals, but it was you know, definitely a good push.
Favorite memory on the ice? And was it the goal that you scored against Winnipeg in the playoffs, or was it something else? Or is there a favorite memory also from off the ice that you can think of?
I mean, yeah, I mean, the Winnipeg goal was up there. You know, it wasn't pretty or anything, but it was a timely goal. So I think, you know, just getting called up, playing in that in all those series. I think probably the most memorable was, you know, I think the one that sticks out is Game 7 against Colorado, and you know, we were down 2-0 going into the third, and just having a huge comeback. You know, everyone just on the bench, so excited, and when that final buzzer went, you know, it was like, wow, this is nuts. You know, you can't really believe it's happening, and just yeah, it was awesome just how that whole series went and how it ended. It was really exciting.
I guess my last one is obviously, other than rest and recover in the summer and then get ready for next year, you've obviously done enough or a lot to give yourself a chance in training camp to make Dallas next year as well. But what are you looking forward to from this summer, even though it's a shorter one, off the ice especially, to maybe unwind a little bit?
I mean, I'll probably take a week off here, maybe another week in July. But yeah, I just kind of mentally just kind of let the brain rest a bit. You know, kind of give more of my attention to the family and the kids, and you know, that kind of helps relieve all the thoughts of, you know, what happened this year and everything and losing. But I think just having that drive, just ready to come back. Like I'm already ready to come back in the fall and get started again. So you know, kind of just trying to keep my mind off that stuff, focus more on my family, and obviously training on ice, that all is going to be top priority as well. So just excited to get back going again.
First year as a professional hockey player, what was it like being a part of this Stars team and the run you guys just went on?
Yeah, it was awesome. You know, speaking just of the teammates, unbelievable experience, great guys. We had so much fun, loose group. Same time we dialed it in when we needed to, and on the ice is fun, off the ice is fun, and then the organization, the coaching staff, everyone involved is just a great experience overall.
The adjustment from the college game to the pro game, especially when there's a lot of defensemen who have maybe more experience in the lineup, you earned that spot at some point in the season and locked it in all the way through the playoff run. How much did you feel that growth as a player from when you first stepped onto the pro ice to the end of the year? Yeah,
and I think it started last year when I got here too, and just being able to learn from the coaching staff, the D coach Maxi. He's been such a big help. The guys that are here to mentor the young guys, the rookies, the year 2, year 3 guys like Petrovic, Capobianco, Caro. I'm probably missing some guys, but they're unbelievable people. They're unbelievable mentors. Everything that I could take in from them, I did, and at least I tried to, and it helped. It helped off the ice, helped on the ice, they're great people. Do you have a favorite on-ice memory and a favorite off-ice memory from this team this year? Because there's got to be a lot of options, I would imagine. Yeah, there's definitely a lot. I mean, my favorite would probably be Curtis's OT winner. Send us back to BC, and he's a great captain, great person. It was just very exciting to see him get that done. How excited he was! Big goal for our group. That's probably my favorite memory on the ice for sure.
And lastly, the summer coming up is a shorter one before next season. However that looks like for you, what do you want to accomplish, whether it's resting, recovering, getting ready for next season, or getting away from the game a little bit and enjoying the summer?
Yeah, I mean, you hit it right on the head. First, you got to rest, recover, make sure the body's right, then you get back to work. You try to improve on all the little things that you can throughout the summer, all your weaknesses, build on your strengths, and then get away from the game, like you said too, if you can. Maybe up in Minnesota, get on the lake a little bit, do some golfing. So hang out with family, friends. I'm excited to do that too. So excited for the summer, but ready to get back to work as well.
Oh, it was really special. I mean, we had so many great guys on the team this year that helped everyone kind of develop. Going to the conference finals is really special, especially in your first year. A lot to learn, and hopefully we can go back there next year.
You personally played a lot of big minutes, not only in the regular season but in the playoffs. You were paired with Capobianco for a good chunk of it. What did you learn about your game and the strides that you took this year in Cedar Park?
Yeah, definitely. I think I learned from not only from the start, end of last year, taking a few little things here and there, and then kind of throughout the year learning and developing with obviously Max on the back end, and then even Petro, Ike and Cap kind of always helped me along the way, and I learned a lot about my game and where I can kind of develop, and I think I took a couple big strides this year. I'm really looking forward to next year.
If you could pinpoint one favorite memory on the ice and one off the ice with this team, what stands out?
That's a good question. On the ice, there's so many. We had so many big wins, so many wins in overtime. There was so much fun. Just the playoff run alone was unbelievable. It was really special to go that far, and hopefully, obviously, there's more in the future. Off the ice is a great question because we had so much fun as a group this year.
Yeah,
there were so many good times. Some golf. When we were playing, even in the playoff series in Grand Rapids, we were on a fishing trip.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. Even though we didn't catch any fish, we still had a bunch of fun. So I think there's too many.
It's a shorter summer now, which is a good thing, obviously, with how far you guys went. But other than resting and getting ready for next season, the second year of your rookie contract, what do you hope to accomplish? Are you going to have any fun plans to get away from the rink for a little bit?
Definitely stay off the ice for a couple weeks, but nothing crazy. Get home, see the family, see some friends, and hopefully get a little bit bigger, a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. Obviously, everyone says that, but hopefully I can make that happen and then come back even better.
All right, Cap, first year in Texas, after playing against them before that, what was it like to be a part of this group and this team, and how deep of a run you guys made?
I loved it. I mean, it was such a fun group to be a part of. The city's awesome. The building was electric every night, so it was a really fun time, and looking forward to next year. The
year you had personally, you played a game in the NHL again, which is everybody's dream. You set a team record for the most assists by a defenseman in a season. What do you make of the year you had, and going into your second year of your contract next year, what there is to build off of?
Yeah, it's very exciting to kind of figure out the systems, get to know everybody, know what I need to work on for next summer, and hopefully have a good summer and have a good showing at camp.
Favorite memory from this year's team on the ice and off the ice, if you could?
I think that week long we had in Traverse City was a lot of fun. I mean, it could have been a grind, it could have been long, could have made excuses, but we had a blast. We all enjoyed it. Our boat didn't catch a single fish, so that's all I remember from that. But yeah, it was fun.
And then what does the summer look like for you back in Ontario, I would imagine? Do you have any big plans, any fun plans other than rest and get ready for next season?
No, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go to Arizona for a couple weeks, hang out with some family there, and then head back home to Toronto and just see family and enjoy the time with them.
Explain, I guess, from your vantage point, what kind of season this was for this team and being a part of it all and making such a deep run in the playoffs.
Kind of an historical season, honestly. I don't exactly know the last time Texas went that far. Just talking to Curtis and stuff like that, I know it meant a lot to the older guys that have been here for a while. And it was an extremely good season. It's hard to even put into words. We just had a lot of fun as a group, and on and off the ice was a blast with this group. It's historical.
You had a breakout season, accomplished a lot personally, had the injury in March, took a long time to come back from, came back in the playoffs. How tough was that to step into the middle of a playoff series? And what will you take from this year personally? Because final year of your entry-level contract, and you did a lot for yourself this year.
Yeah, coming back from that injury wasn't easy. I kind of got thrown right back in the fire there in a tied Milwaukee series. pretty boring 9 weeks out. Not much to do. Couldn't move a whole lot the first little bit. But I got thrown in the best time of the year. So there's nothing better than the playoffs, especially those series. That Milwaukee one was one that we really wanted to win, and we achieved that. Just for my personal season, I thought it was good. I'm not satisfied with it, but it was a good step going forward here.
What's your favorite memory from this year, if you could pick one, on the ice and off the ice with this group?
On the ice, I'd say it was either the Milwaukee win in Game 5 to move on, or probably Curtis's overtime winner. Just seeing the building and how everybody reacted, and honestly, just Curtis being the one to score that goal was extremely cool. I know how much he's wanted to get to the finals, and to see him score that goal on home ice, and obviously he's a fan favorite here, so the rink erupted pretty well, and that was really cool. Off the ice, I think just our entire California, Vegas trip was one to remember. Just 14 days on the road with the boys early in the year. You're still kind of learning a bit about everyone, and we had a lot of fun on that trip, and that's a trip I'm going to always remember.
It's a shorter summer up in Michigan for you, but do you have any fun plans other than getting ready for what's next and for next season?
Not really. Just going to go home, take a little time off here, and get back to work. Maybe take a trip later in the summer, go down south for a couple days or something. Nothing planned, though. Like you said, it's a short summer, so it's going to be a quick turnaround.
Petey, for starters, sum up this season, what it was like being a part of this group and going all the way to the conference finals.
Yeah, a really special group, obviously. Fun to go on such a deep run. We had more in mind, but I think overall we were really happy with our season, and just a great group of guys. So made every day easy, and really fortunate to be with this team.
You personally, this was your first full year with this group, coming in so late last year, and it felt like such a close group. And is that part of why it's tough to see a season like this end, is because of how close you guys got throughout the year?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we play for, is the camaraderie and all the stuff you don't see, right? That's what made this group special, not just on the ice. It was all the moments off the ice, and the bus rides, the long travel days. It's makes it easier when you have such a good group, and the staff too added to that, and it was just a really special group, and hopefully some of us will be back next year.
Pinpoint, if you could, your favorite memory on the ice, and then if you got one from off the ice, especially we've been in the playoffs for 2 months now.
It'd be hard to pinpoint one, but probably on the ice it would be probably beating Milwaukee and getting past that hump, and we've had a rivalry with them all year, and just the way our group came together for those games, and honestly, just some of the games in the Abbotsford series too. Kurt's overtime winner, just the way we were gathered together as a group for those games was special. And off the ice, it's so hard to pinpoint one thing, but I just remember our trip to Traverse City. I don't think a lot of teams would have handled that playoff break as well as our team would have, because we just had such a good time with each other every day, and thankfully the club let us have a couple days off there and send us up there, have a golf day, do a fishing day and stuff like that. It was just such a good experience for all of us, and getting to know each other even better with some of the new guys. So just added to a special group to have that trip, and probably last a while to just remember how much fun we had there.
It's a shorter summer, so my last one for you, obviously rest and recovery, get ready for whatever's next for next season, but anything fun planned this summer to kind of take your mind off the game for a little bit?
No, nothing too crazy. Got a couple weddings in July that, it'd be nice to see some friends from other teams. But other than that, it's just getting back to basics and resting the body a bit, and kind of just resetting. So, nothing crazy. Just looking forward to see some friends.
All right, Lindy, first of all, first year in Texas, what it was like being a part of this group and going as far as you guys did this year?
Yeah, obviously an incredible group. Some of the most fun I've ever had coming to the rink every day. It was just an absolute blast to be around the guys, just the whole organization, coaches. It was super fun to just even come in and practice and whatever else. So, yeah, it was a very special year. We had a very, very close group. It was a lot of fun to, be at home and play in front of the fans and, show out for them.
You and Hughesy, I think, have played more hockey in the last 3 years than anybody else in North America probably. How does the body feel, and what is it like to make another deep run with a guy like that you've been friends with and teammates with for a few years now?
Yeah, man, it's crazy what the sport can do. He's obviously quickly turned into one of my best friends. We've spent a lot of time together the last 3 years. And yeah, the body is in maybe a little bit of shambles right now, but some rest and recovery will help out for sure. Yeah, it's been special going on these runs. Like I said, they grow into your best friends just being around them and going to war with them and caring so much for each other. It's crazy how a sport can just do that to you. It's really cool.
Do you have a favorite memory on the ice? Can you pinpoint one, and then maybe one off the ice with how close this group was?
Probably Game 5 after we beat Milwaukee. It was just a scene in the dressing room. Everyone was obviously super excited after, and obviously I was on the other side of things, being able to get through them the last couple of years, and then to have our group, and they had lost to them the last couple of years before. Kind of get over that hump and see the other side of it is, I feel like, just the confidence that you can, make into momentum for the next coming years.
And my last one is what the summer looks like for you now. Another short summer.
Yeah.
But it's hard to rest the body when you're playing this deep in the playoffs every year. But obviously with the year you had, should be a good summer going into next season, wherever that is.
Yeah, you just kind of try to build off of it. Obviously there's some things that you can and can't do just depending on people's bodies and whatnot. But yeah, it's just, being smart with things. Obviously your body needs a rest after playing for 8 months of the year every year. So yeah, a lot of recovery. Got a lot of friends' weddings and my own that I have to attend to. So it'll be busy with that, and I'm sure I'll get my fair share of golf in as well. So
sum up the year, I guess you guys made a deep run, one of the final 3 teams standing. What this year was like to be a part of?
Yeah, it was a really special group we had this year. Unfortunately we came up a little short, but I think we also found a lot of success this year. Regular season was great too. So it's kind of still wrapping your head around everything. Everything's still a little raw, but unfortunately we came up a little short of our goal, but overall I think it was a really successful season, and frankly in my time here it kind of raised the bar as to what the standard is in this organization, and hopefully we can keep building on that.
It's crazy to say that you were one of the leaders, veterans on the blue line when you've only played 3 years pro. He's still a young guy, but to take on that responsibility, it seemed like you embraced that. And what can you say about the season you had personally and working with some of the younger guys that came through?
Yeah, personally, every year comes with its challenges and things you learn along the way. Yeah, like you said, only being my 3rd year pro, but definitely one of the older guys on the blue line, and one of the guys who's been here a little bit longer than some other guys as well. Definitely challenged me a little bit, just to kind of find some of that leadership role and try to be able to mentor some of the younger guys on our team. Definitely a challenge though that I welcomed and was excited for, and hopefully I was able to impart a couple things on some of the younger guys if possible.
Favorite on-ice memory that you can think of to put you on the spot from this season, and maybe favorite off-ice memory of being a part of this group?
I think favorite on-ice memory was honestly probably when we got past Milwaukee in the playoffs there. That was a hurdle for us the last couple of years. So for us to get by them was huge, kind of a big celebration for our team there to win that round and advance. Off-ice memory, there's probably too many to name. This was a really good group of guys, one that'll definitely be missed. But whether it was team building stuff that was through the team or just going to dinner with guys on the road. There's honestly too many good memories there to pick one.
You're going to put your picture of the playoff goal you scored next to the one of Bobby Orr scoring with your feet up in the air. That was a pretty impressive goal. Where does that one rank?
That one's definitely up there as far as goals I've scored, especially in my time here. Fortunate enough to have that one go in, but it was a good playoff series there, and to be able to contribute a little offensively was special.
Last one, what does the off season look like for you now? It's a shorter summer. Obviously, I'm sure rest and recovery is a big part of it. Anything fun planned that's not hockey related you look forward to?
Yeah, obviously playing into June brings its own challenges of a shorter summer. So definitely rest up, take a little bit of time off, but then get back to training. As far as summer plans, not entirely sure yet. Sure, me and the wife will get away for a little while and just kind of rest, recuperate, reconnect after a long season. But just be back home in Wisconsin for most part of the summer. So get back, enjoy the nice weather there.
First year in North America, how would you sum up this season that you had and that this team had to get to the final three for a shot at a championship?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a good season. Like after all, even though we are sad that we lost the conference finals, but I think our team was really good and really tight group of guys. I love to come to the rink every day and to see the guys. It's really fun.
You got to make your NHL debut this year. You scored a lot of goals down here in the AHL too. Do you have a favorite memory from on the ice, and do you have a favorite memory off the ice with this group?
Oh, favorite memory on the ice, Curtis McKenzie scoring the OT goal. I think OT goal last home game of the season is a really exciting moment. Obviously, didn't give us the boost we needed for the win the conference finals, but still, at that moment it felt special. And off the ice, we had so many good memories, doing so much stuff with the guys. Just can't pick one.
It's going to be a little shorter summer, so other than resting and getting ready for next year, do you have any fun plans for this summer?
Yeah, I'm gonna do one trip in Europe with my girlfriend. Just about it. After that, just practice.
How much did you like playing in front of these fans this year?
I loved it. I think it exceeded my expectations of what Texas AHL team would get fans, but it was pretty packed a lot of the time, so I liked it.
I just think we were just together, like our team. It's just such a great group of guys, great coaching staff, just everyone top to bottom. It's just so much fun. So it was really an awesome experience.
You personally, is your first full year in the AHL, and I know you knew that you could play at this level, and obviously the team agreed, and you signed the contract. You played almost every game down here. What was it like for you, and what did you learn about yourself and being able to contribute at this level the way you did?
Yeah, I think just even from the start of the year to now, I think I grew a lot as a player, and just a tremendous opportunity, and I think I got better mentally, physically this year, and I don't know, I think that's what it's all about, right? So it was really fun.
Favorite memory on the ice, if you could pinpoint one, and then favorite memory off the ice with this group, with how close you guys were?
Definitely beating Milwaukee Game 5 when Ritzy scored, and we closed out the game. So that was definitely the funnest moment for sure on the ice. And then off the ice, we had so many good times. I don't know, I can't really pinpoint one there. We just got together a lot, and just every day coming in the rink was so fun. We were a really loose team, and we went about our business the right way, but it was just a fun spirit, around the room.
Summer in Minnesota, what does it look like for you, and do you have any fun plans?
Yeah, well, I'm getting married this summer in July, so it's pretty big plan. It'll be super fun, and I'll just work out, skate, and get ready for the season, and golf, and hang out with my family.
All right, Husey, I guess for starters, sum up this first season in Texas and what you guys accomplished.
Yeah, it was a great year. I think a lot of fun, a lot of growth for everybody. I think ran out of gas at the end, but fun run. a lot of good battles with a good group.
You guys have, you personally, and Lynn for that matter as well, have made 3 straight runs deep into the playoffs. How's the body feeling, and how much can you enjoy the run when you've done it before and you kind of know what it takes, and you guys just made a deep run this year?
Yeah, the body needs a bit of a break. I think later in the playoffs I was starting to feel it, just kind of wear down a little bit. But it was a lot of fun. I think Lindy and I have been through, like you said, three crazy runs that you don't know if you're going to get those runs again. So it was very enjoyable staying in the moment with it, and hopefully we can learn from it and be better.
Favorite on-ice memory, if you can think of one, and maybe favorite off-ice memory from this group, because you guys were a close group.
Yeah, a little bit recency bias, but Kurt scoring that overtime goal, and then I don't know what he was doing in the celebration, skating around, but I'd say that was pretty cool. Off-ice, I think everything. I think we would always joke our team was so loose going into the game, like 10 minutes before the game, we'd be joking around, having a good time, and then as soon as the game hit, we'd flip a switch and everybody would be locked in. So I think just the looseness and the like you said, tightness of the group was a lot of fun. Other than refreshing the body and then getting ready for next season, whatever that looks like, what does your summer look like from a fun standpoint? Do you have anything planned or anything that you hope to do? Yeah, got a couple golf trips lined up in July, just with my brothers and family back home. I think a couple weddings. Lindy's getting married, so we're going to that wedding. And then, like you said, a little rest and recovery. And then, I maybe too early to think about it, but next year, I mean, certainly you've done a lot this year to help your cause, a second straight year going into free agency. How much you liked playing here and playing in front of these fans? Yeah, it was awesome. It was a big transition during the 2 years in Coachella and then coming here. But I can't thank the whole organization and fans enough. It was an honor to play and a lot of fun this year.